We've had this Model 3 for about 3 months now at this point, and we've driven thousands of miles, taken it to the track once with Unplugged Performance and Tesla Corsa, gotten tints, a bunch of accessories, and much more. But I wanted to give you my 3 months review so far, and like the 3 things I hate about this vehicle, or maybe dislike, and of course the 3 things I love about this vehicle in comparison to some of the other Tesla models. And we'll talk about what might be happening to this Model 3 very soon at the end of this. Let's get into it. The one thing for sure is this Model 3 is a fantastic daily driver. We go on the highway a ton like we are right now. It's got full self-driving and autopilot, and it's making lane changes and taking to our destination very nicely. It's also one of the most comfortable Tesla Model 3s out there in the market, especially with this newest edition. But I think it's still a little bit of an overkill. I mean, the styling of the Model 3 Performance is fantastic. I love it with the rims, especially when you take those aero caps off, and on top of that with like the spoiler in the front and the rear. The speed is nice as well, but to be honest, I'm barely in insane mode. Most of the time I'm just in chill mode, driving around, because insane just is a little bit too much for daily driving, and I want to preserve my tires. So which brings me to the first thing I don't like about the Tesla Model 3 Performance. The first thing is the ride quality. Having driven the Model 3 standard range or the Model 3 long range rear-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, and the Performance, the ride quality, even though when you put it on the softer standard dynamics, is still a little bit more harsh than a long range all-wheel drive. But of course you get a little bit better handling when you take these highway on-ramps. It's a little bit more stiffer, and it handles a lot better as well, especially because we're on the Unplugged Performance sway bar in the front, and so it's definitely adding more firmness and a better handling. That's also why I love the Model 3 Performance as well, because taking turns with full confidence at high speeds, you can be sure that you're not going to wipe out or anything like that. And when we took it to the track at Tesla Corsa, it was a blast for sure. And so if you're looking for a good balance between a weekend road warrior and a good daily driver, then yes, the Performance is a good purchase for you. But if you're someone that just likes to occasionally drive fast, but your priority is to just be a good daily driver when you're driving on highways and things like that, then the long range all-wheel drive is probably going to be your better bet. The second thing I don't like about the Tesla Model 3 Performance is it's a smaller vehicle. Having gotten used to, I mean, we've got the Cybertruck, the Model X, and a Model Y before that. This is a small vehicle. It also rides a lot lower as well, so getting in and out, you're really falling into the vehicle. At least with me, it's a little bit more of a bucket seat and lower ride, which of course the benefits of that, it handles much better, and the seats are phenomenal as well in terms of comfortability, bolstering, and keeping you in place when you're driving around. So the second thing is it's just a smaller vehicle. I mean, my knees are right up on the steering wheel. If you're a bigger person, you're gonna feel that tightness, and maybe the Model Y or even a Model X is a better purchase for you. But don't get me wrong, the Model 3, this new one, is a very, very, very nice vehicle and a huge upgrade from Model 3s before in the past. And so these complaints or the things I don't like is just really small stuff. And if you're looking for a Tesla and you want to get into a Model 3, it's a great purchase compared to some of the other Tesla models in the past. And the third thing I don't like is the inefficiencies of this Model 3 Performance. If you're looking for the best efficiency for more range, more miles, the Model 3 long range rear-wheel drive can get almost close to 390 to 400 miles of range. This one is like 240, even if you're coasting chill on the highway like we're going right now at 75 miles an hour. And so certainly there's a little bit of a trade-off there for sure. But let us know what your thoughts on it. What are your, if you've got a Model 3, what do you like and not like? I mean, there's tons of things I can list off that I love about this vehicle. The handling, the power, like even though it is a smaller vehicle, it is a great errand vehicle to zip around town and get between vehicles, because you just don't have the size and you're way smaller than some of the other vehicles out there like Cybertruck, Model X, and others. So some of the cons are also actually some of the pros in my opinion. And one of the biggest pros is the seats. I love the styling of the seats. They did a phenomenal job, especially with the ventilated on the seats as well. It makes the vehicle ride really nice. So that's what makes me think like the Model Y Performance, when that vehicle actually comes out, is going to be a great hit. But let us know, what do you love about your Model 3 or you don't like about it? Or if you're looking forward to getting a Model 3, if you test drove it, what did you think as well? Which leads me to what's going to be happening with the Model 3 Performance. And what's going to be happening is I'm getting rid of it. Most likely selling it, definitely getting rid of it. We'll talk another video about why and what's next, but these will be my last few days with the Model 3 Performance, and I like it. It was fun. Maybe just not wasn't for me at the end of the day. But thanks for watching. Please hit that like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.